live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I'm joined by Jim Sinacropi and Josh Durso.
Here we are, another week.
This is our last Wednesday in February. Is that right? Or next week?
No, next Wednesday.
This is the last weekend of February ahead.
Last
weekend in February.
But next week it will still be February.
Next week's show. Okay. Well,
winter's over though. I said it like 2 weeks ago. You guys didn't believe me.
Josh.
You were so skeptical. But I told you it was over.
Don't speak so soon. Tomorrow is another day. But yesterday was Jim Sinacropi's birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I did my, Facebook message.
Yeah, you know what so what do you guys do on your birthday for Facebook? It's overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. It's very overwhelming.
Like and comment on every single one.
Do you really?
Oh my God.
Force the issue. Yep.
I just went through last night.
If you start in the morning, it doesn't take that much time up, honestly, because it's just like a quick, you could even copy paste a thanks in. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go over the top.
Before I went to bed, last thing I did last night before I went to bed was I went through and I liked everyone. I just like, and then a couple from family members I liked with a heart. I don't know.
Right.
Oh, see, I forgot about the reactions.
Because at least you can see, I think in my, all I want to do is let you know, yes, I saw that you thanked me, but there's also people on there that, and I don't want to sound like a jerk because I appreciate everybody that would take the time, but there's people on there that I don't know very well at all.
Agreed.
But thank you for the birthday wishes on
maybe
Facebook.
If you react with a heart, maybe that eliminates the need to even respond in any other way. If you're hearting it, that's pretty affectionate.
I heart pretty much everything. If I like something, I love something. So, but I will say the last 2 years on my birthday, I was only able to see a handful of I'd have, I don't know, 300
Facebook notifications. As you scroll to the bottom, you actually have to hit the see more to see all of the birthday wishes.
And it only let me see so many.
I don't remember. I just clicked them. The other thing that I don't like about it is that I'm generally not wishing people happy birthday on Facebook.
You don't wish people happy birthday?
It's overwhelming. It's a daily. Everybody has a birthday every day.
Yes.
And again, not to sound like I wouldn't appreciate the people that would reach out, but I feel almost like it's
like if you can't remember it.
No, it's just almost too easy. I don't want to sound like a jerk or something that I wouldn't appreciate somebody that would wish me a happy birthday, because I do. It's nice, and I guess when it's your birthday, it is kind of nice to see.
Yeah.
But it's just I usually, when I might be reminded it's somebody's birthday when I see it on Facebook, but then I'll pick up my phone and I'll send them hey, happy birthday, friend, or whatever, an emoji.
Yeah, and an emoji. It's very important.
But I don't know. It's weird. The Facebook birthday phenomenon is really something.
It is something.
And it just, like I said, today it's somebody else's birthday.
Right.
But there's 2 girls I went to high school with that had the birthday on the same day, and so every single year we would acknowledge each other's birthday.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm 46 years old.
Years young.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
46
depends how you look.
Does it feel like a congratulations, or does it feel like a no?
No, it's horrible.
Okay.
Oh, right. Horrible.
So you are a glass half empty guy.
No,
we now know.
Not with most things, but for my birthday, yeah, and I don't really look forward to it anymore. It's just I don't know,
really?
when I don't feel like it's that long ago that I was 20 years old, but it's been longer since I was 20 than since I was born. So it's 20 years between the time I was born and when I was 20. It's been 26 years since the time I was 20, and now.
What is there really to look forward to on a birthday, though?
Presents, maybe?
No.
A nice dinner with friends?
Yeah.
Stuff like that?
I think that's it. A little celebratory something with friends.
Overwhelming.
Family.
Greetings on Facebook. So I got my hair cut before the show, and my cousin Jessica cuts my hair, and she gave me a new product that is actually pomade, but it's black.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got that in there. So
does it help eliminate the gray? Is that the idea?
What do you think?
Is that the
Do
logic?
I look less gray than I did last time you saw me?
It looks good, yeah, maybe.
Honestly, I can't
because I put a little gel or something in my hair all the time, every day,
right?
Because I have colics and it's kind of unkempt, but
I
it's
just
usually
figured
not
maybe
colored.
It was wet still.
No,
that's what it is.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That's probably what it is. It looks good.
So those are the type of things that I have to start doing now that I'm becoming an elderly man. And I would never color. I would never like straight up color it.
What?
No?
No, I don't think I would. That would be weird.
You just embrace it.
But to put this certain gel in instead of regular gel or pomade,
right.
I could maybe do stuff like that.
Yeah, why not?
Facelift, nose job.
Jeez.
Who knows?
It's a slippery slope. This is just the beginning. Now it's going to be plastic surgery, all sorts of crazy things for Jim Cinecrope.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I'm in a good place, though. 46, why not?
That's right.
I'm happy.
That's right.
Just want to play some golf soon.
Well, we'll be there soon enough. But what does this weekend's weather look like for us?
Okay, this weekend's weather. It's not going to be 70 degrees like it was this morning, or 60 in the 60s, which was amazing. But
it was.
It's not going to be wintry either, but it's not going to be a great weekend. I can't even give you a pick day this week because nothing's that great.
Oh, come on.
It's going to rain Friday. Mark it down, 100% chance. 45 degrees. Friday night, overnight, the rain should dissipate a little bit, and it'll stay warm overnight with a low of 38. Saturday's my pick day. Cloudy, chance of showers, high near 45. Not bad if the showers hold off, yeah.
Right.
And then rain moves back in Saturday night. Still not getting down below freezing, though, so we won't have any snow or ice. And then Sunday, 70% chance of showers, cloudy, high near 51, which is really warm for this time of year. Very breezy, though. And then looking forward to next week, Monday right now, they're saying mostly sunny and a high of 45. So that's pretty good for this time of year.
That's not bad.
If we can continue to move forward with temperatures in the 40s and sometimes 50s, we might be out of the woods here.
That would be nice.
You can always count on a late March snowstorm or something,
always,
though. But
I feel like every year.
But it's at the point now where the end is near, and if the weather stays warm and we get not a lot of rain. See, like the weather was great today and everything, but like, what are you going to do? It's a muddy mess everywhere, and you're not going to go swimming or anything like that. So a lot of people were golfing today at the golf courses.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not too muddy to golf?
Yeah, it is muddy and it's probably terrible, but it's better. Just to get out there is probably great.
Yes. Well, it felt good to wake up and hear birds chirping the last couple days, because I did experience that and pretended it was spring for a brief moment.
The birds are back.
Yep. We'll take it.
I guess.
Hopefully they'll stay. All right. Well, sounds good. At least we're not going backwards. What do we have going on in the news right now, Josh?
Oh, sure. Let's talk about the news. Auburn and Cayuga County Emergency Services may be getting merged into one facility after a plan was recently resurrected. The new facility would be located at the former Save-A-Lot Plaza in Auburn. It would house the Auburn Fire Department, the city manager's office, and the Cayuga County administrator. It could also at some point include emergency management and county E911 all into this one facility. Obviously, It's a big deal because it could receive funding from the Shared Services Initiative. That would be state money that would help pay for it, ease the burden on the taxpayers. And also, it would help alleviate half of the problem that the city of Auburn has right now with their fire department and police station, which are both located in a really awkward place right on the arterial. If you're ever driving through the city, you see it, and it looks out of place. It looks very congested, and when there's fire or when police have to get out, it's a nightmare. So that it's obviously still in the works. It's something that's just now starting to gain steam, but it looks like with some state help, it might actually happen. Some news that we broke yesterday: Lloyd's Limited Pub in Penn Yan has hit the market. It's for sale. Mark Sprague and Steve McMichael, Cayuga Park residents and business partners, are selling the pub, hoping to restore it to its former glory.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I hope it
obviously it was abruptly closed at the end of December after some legal trouble for the former owner.
Sexual trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a disaster, and it was something where, as the two, I talked to Mark yesterday, and he said the place had basically established a terrible reputation, and now they're looking to get it into someone's hands who can do something good with it.
Yes, I hope
restore it to what it was, because prior to, say, the last 3, 4, 5 years, the place had a remarkable reputation. It was a mainstay in downtown, and actually the closure of that particular bar and restaurant left a pretty big hole in downtown Penn Yan. So hopefully, couldn't find out what the asking price was for it or any of the information related to that, so it's not really clear, or if there were any takers.
Well, the reason it was closed was the owner was sexually assaulting employees and patrons that were too drunk to react, and on Christmas, and it was caught on surveillance video, and it had happened more than just once.
Correct.
Right.
And so, but what about any charges related to that? What's the status of that?
So he was charged with a whole mess of charges, and if you go on FingerLakes1.com, you can actually see every single charge: rape, sexual assault, sexual misconduct, and a couple others as well.
Jaywalking.
He was just essentially, they threw the book at him, and he will very likely be spending some time in jail when all is said and done. But
that wasn't. Well, that was the owner.
That was the former owner.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So they have since offloaded it onto these two individuals.
Gotcha.
And they are looking to create a little change in downtown Penn Yan. Don't blame
which
them.
it is. It was a fairly popular place, and
It was. It's good wings.
Yeah,
they were known for their wings.
Yes. Did they close? Like, have they been closed since?
Yeah, so they
all went down?
since that happened, they were closed, completely shut down.
So after Christmas, done.
Shortly after that happened, Bob Champlin, that former owner, and the bar lost their liquor license because all of the incident, as it's been referred to, happened while the business was closed. And as it turns out, New York State, the Liquor Authority isn't really crazy about business owners, bar owners, serving to people when they're not open.
Let alone sexually assaulting them. The Liquor Authority is okay with that. Just don't give them a drink.
Jeez.
So, also, some interesting news out of Wayne County. The Ontario County Post Office, or the Town of Ontario Post Office.
Way up in northwestern Wayne County for you geography buffs.
Is refusing to deliver packages to some residents because their driveways are too long. Yeah, right? Residents say it's never been an issue in the past, and many of them have full turnarounds in their driveway, so that the post office worker could, in theory, drive right up the driveway, turn and come right back out, and no issue at all.
Is it an issue of plowing? Like
no, apparently the postmaster says it was his decision to make, and there were some issues with driving and accidents or complaints in that area, so it prompted him to make that decision.
No.
And apparently the postmaster, this is pretty interesting, I thought this was pretty interesting, the postmaster is free to make any sort of decision on that he or she feels fit.
For their particular area of delivery.
Yeah, so if they say, Jim Sinacropi, we're not going to deliver packages to you anymore, you don't get packages anymore, and there's really no recourse for you.
But I imagine that their mailboxes are at the end of the driveways.
Correct. So they'll still get regular mail, but packages will have to be picked up at the post office. And for a lot of people who have, larger families, young families, if you use Amazon Prime as an example, you probably get a fair number of packages delivered to your house. And could you imagine having to actually go to the post office every day you get a package? Say you're getting like 2 or 3 packages a day.
And some people get cartons of toilet paper and
household items.
If you're not working locally and you're out of town, you're commuting, and you're not even there to pick it up
between 9 and 5 p.m.
during the hours of...
Yeah, it's a total nightmare.
That's too bad.
And in my opinion, a total sham.
Well, I think the part of it comes to that the post office is a governmental agency. They don't necessarily have the same aim to serve their customers as a FedEx or UPS would, a private business. And so, can you imagine FedEx or UPS saying, hey, sorry, if your driveway's this long, we're not delivering to you? No, they wouldn't, because then the other one would gain a leg up in the shipping wars, that are going on between FedEx and UPS. But if you're the postmaster, you're just like, we're just not going to do it. I'll still get my pension.
As a point, also, the U.S. Post Office, as an overall federal agency, has not turned a profit in years. So they've been losing money every year. So,
Yeah, it's a strange debate because we still do need mail to be delivered for a lot of reasons, like hard copy mail. and it's not a great business model. But stamps are what now? 49 cents.
Something like
now?
that.
Yeah,
Almost
they went up
50
again
cents.
in January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're always going up.
So
go paperless.
I enjoy our local
much
post
as
office in Seneca Falls here. The postmaster does a great job.
Yeah.
So it's not a sweeping allegation on
They've been on our show, actually.
the postmaster has.
Well, remember you had the mailman driving up outside. You had
during the
footage of
snowstorm,
him
right?
Delivering during the snowstorm.
So neither rain or sleet or snow or hail will keep the postmen from their appointed rounds, except a long driveway.
Maybe a long
might do it.
driveway.
Okay.
Jeez.
I got you. Okay, good.
Lots of other news. Check out fingerlakes1.com. Throw a like on our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Whatever you got to do, or tap the app.
Yes, tap
Do
the
that
app.
too.
All right, thank you, Josh. Well, let's take a look at our weekend events. We just have a couple here. So, get a taste for Bourbon Street, but with wine, for the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail's 16th annual Mardi Gras weekend on Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Collect your beads as you travel the trail, sampling food and wine pairings. Compete in a scavenger hunt for a chance to win a mixed case of Cayuga Lake Wine Tour wine. Get your tickets online at cayugawinetrail.com. That sounds like a blast. Scavenger hunt. Have you gone on a scavenger hunt as an adult? I mean, I haven't done that since I was a kid at Easter.
Yeah, no.
For my Easter basket.
Easter scavenger hunt? Those are called hunts. That's a hunt.
No. We used to have a little scavenger hunt, and we'd have to collect things, and then we'd find our basket.
It sounds
No,
like
not
fun,
did
yeah.
that?
I like
a couple
putting together
times.
the scavenger hunt.
You like putting them together?
I don't know if we have time, but long time ago in like the early 2000s, Finger Lakes One did a Finger Lakes One Survivor contest where it was all online and there were like 8 different tribes of like 15 people. And then we'd do challenges each week, and the tribe that won would get immunity, and then the other people would vote one person off of their tribe. I don't remember the exact details, but it was like a Survivor type contest. And the first prize, I think, was a new computer or something, and there was a party at the Tavern on the Flats, which doesn't exist anymore, where we did the final challenge. And one of the final things was a gigantic scavenger hunt that spanned the whole Finger Lakes.
That sounds fun.
My God.
It was
a lot of
crazy.
work, though.
And the worst part of it was like people were like over the moon about technicalities of the rules or something.
Oh,
and,
yes, I'm sure.
And some people took it real personally when they were voted off their tribe or whatever.
I'm sure.
So
you didn't do that again?
We had T-shirts and everything. It was a pretty big thing, but we only did it once.
Yes. Once. Oh, that's too bad. Well, this sounds fun. You could perhaps win a case of wine, so that's good.
Yeah, and it's a great day to go on the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail, no
Yes.
doubt about that.
Right.
Mardi Gras.
Absolutely. Or you could cure your cabin fever at Three Brothers Winery in Geneva at an event created to get you up and out during the dog days of winter on Saturday starting at 10 a.m. 5 breweries from the area will be creating an exclusive tasting flight. Join the flight crew to experience a private tasting with Warhorse Brewmasters. Learn more about Finger Lakes beer and what makes it so great. Also, a live demo by world-class ice sculptor Stanley Kalunko, wine barrel fire pits to keep you warm, specialty coffee drinks, and pizza and soup specials. Bring the kids and make it a family affair. Craft sodas are always available for tasting and purchased by the pint. Visit threebrotherswinery.com for more information. And that's the number 3. Cool. That sounds fun, too.
I got more people, like, belated birthday wishes than I got to like.
You better go do that. That's what he's doing right now.
Literally.
Yeah,
So
Three
that's
Brothers
what's
is a
going
great place.
Yes.
It's like a Disney World for adults.
For
Kinda.
wine and beer lovers. Yeah.
Another quick side event next Wednesday, because it's happening next Wednesday. We won't be able to talk about it.
Yes.
Wednesday, February 28th from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. At the Auburn Mall, the Finger Lakes Mall in Auburn in Aurelius.
Yeah.
You can go there and actually watch thousands of cases of Girl Scout cookies
this
be
is
unloaded for
the record-breaking.
Yeah, that's where they're all going. Every Girl Scout around here is going there to pick them up to kick off the sales, which launches in March. I'll be talking with their communications director, with the Girl Scouts communications director, in about an hour here on Finger Lakes One.
Awesome.
But I wanted to mention that event because if you want to see thousands of Girl Scout cookies,
Yes. Who wouldn't want to see that?
Who wouldn't want to see it? It's awesome. Cookies. Come on.
Cookie Monster.
Yes. Wonderful.
Go crazy.
So that's next Wednesday.
Tear them all up as they came up.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah. All right. Great. Well, and of course, many more events are available at our community calendar under the local listings tab at our homepage at fingerlakes1.com.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's jump into our top local photos from the past week. The first one up is by Rachel Burkholder. The colorful bushes with blue-gray berries framed the scene of the brilliant blue water at the north end of Seneca Lake last Friday. Rachel's back.
Great photo,
Rachel.
But pretty sad that that's colorful this time of year.
For February,
that's as good as it gets, unfortunately, for us.
Yes. Great shot, though. I love that. Also from Rachel, Sunday evening at Sampson State Park, where the February sunset over Seneca Lake was beautiful. And that's stunning.
That looks more like a summertime shot than a February shot.
Yeah, that's beautiful. From Kathy, content, this smart squirrel scales the window safely past this curious cat in Palmyra on Sunday morning.
I love the photo. Gosh. I like something different like that. I disagree that the squirrel's necessarily smart. And I don't know how curious the cat is.
I think that cat was pretty curious.
Frustrated cat.
Okay. Frustrated that the cat can't get at it.
Right.
I mean, he and or she really wants to get at that squirrel.
This is true.
I would too.
You can tell by the head tilt. Right. A slight head tilt. You know that's what he's thinking. Or she. I don't know. I don't know that cat.
You guys. Okay. Also from Kathy, can you spot the snowy owl watching the ice boats racing across Sodus Bay on Saturday afternoon?
I can. Lower right-hand corner.
Is that an owl?
Yep, just hanging out.
No way.
I received that image in my email. I stared at it for 10 minutes, posted it, and then finally I edited the photo. I did everything to that picture, and I didn't see it until about 2 days after we posted it.
You were kidding. Yeah, because I just thought, it's on ice.
I just thought it was a little blip. I didn't know that was an owl. And then I
like
zoomed in, and you could see that it was clearly an owl.
Wow, very cool. That is very cool.
Usually they like to be in trees.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or up, elevated.
That's
I don't know what a snowy owl will be doing out in the lake. You can't catch any food that way, right?
It's probably just, he's probably just taking a few minutes to himself. You don't know what that guy's been through. I mean, really.
You guys
probably trying to escape the lens of all the local photographers. They love to take pictures of snowy owls. He's probably like, I'm going where nobody's going to take a picture of me. I'm going to drop out for a couple hours and just sit out in the middle of the lake.
And then
Kathy Content's there.
Yep.
She found him.
You guys. All right. Finally, from Chris Trine, westerly winds in excess of 20 miles per hour on Friday created some great wave action against the Sodus Point Pier. Holy moly. Of all the pictures we've seen, I've never seen one like this.
That's timing. We've gotten photos like that, especially
that
in the fall when we get some good. It's a timing thing. Enough to burst shot that to get that moment is like that's effort.
Well, that's Chris Trine's backyard there. That's his stomping ground. We get a lot of photos from Sodus Bay from Chris. No doubt.
Oh my goodness. Well, what is your favorite? I feel conflicted. I love the animal
There's not
photos.
a lot this week, but I know what mine is. If I have to break the tie, I will.
For me, Chris Trine's photo on Sodus Bay, I think, is just the cream of the crop this week. Although Rachel's sunset photo was running a close second for me.
Okay, what do you think, Jess?
I know, and
Something
then I
different?
also love that cute little squirrel and cat, and I know it's not like the most beautiful
good, then
picture,
choose
but
that
it's
one, because that's what my first choice is.
Okay, we're going to go with that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to get something different. Right.
Yeah, it's not that it's like this beautiful scene, but it's adorable.
Well, that cat would destroy that squirrel.
That wouldn't be adorable,
but it is. It's a good picture, good timing. It is local. You can see outside it's snowing, so that's proof that it's from up here.
Right, exactly.
And it's a nice photo. It's perfect timing. And there's actually some more to it if you go on our site. It's taller than we can fit on our screen. But good job, Kathy Conner. Thanks for sending us that. Something
different.
So cute. Yes, something different. Thank you all for sending in your photos. If you'd like to share your local photos from across the region, click the link in the Submit Content section at the bottom right of our homepage here at FingerLakes1.com. What do we have going on in sports right now, Jim?
Quickly, I'll have to go here. We're running short on time, but Syracuse basketball tonight, they play North Carolina at the Dome. But then Saturday, 5-ranked Duke, 6:15 p.m., Cameron Indoor Stadium in North Carolina on ESPN. Unfortunately, Bob was choosing, which I don't have a problem with him, but Dick Vitale is going to be announcing the game, so that makes Duke it hard Vitale. To watch, but especially when it's a Duke game. But whatever, Syracuse, Duke, Syracuse, North Carolina, Wednesday, Saturday, back-to-back, the two biggest games, I guess, of the year for Syracuse. I'd be happy if they won one of the two. I'd be ecstatic if they won two.
Yeah.
Syracuse lacrosse, I don't know if you noticed, but last week they got crushed by Albany. 15-3, which is unheard of.
Oh no.
So they're going to try to bounce back in the Dome against number 9 Army. Syracuse is now 16. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
2 p.m. face-off in the Dome Saturday. Okay. Syracuse Army lacrosse. Cornell basketball hosts Yale on Friday night at 7 and Brown on Saturday at 6. A couple of key games ahead of the Ivy League tournament coming up the following week. Cornell hockey is on the road at RPI on Friday at 7 and at Union College and on Saturday at 7. Mm-hmm. And then big local lacrosse game in Ithaca, 1 o'clock on Saturday, Cornell and Hobart facing off. Mm-hmm. So, you got your Syracuse Cornell, your Syracuse Hobart, and your Hobart Cornell games. Those are all pretty big for local lacrosse fans. So Saturday at 1. Anyway, it should be a decent day to catch a lacrosse game if you want to go down there and watch it. The high school basketball playoffs are underway. Last night was the first round games. We got all the updated brackets at Finger Lakes 1, all the results. There'll be more games tonight. And then we finally decided what we're going to be doing for the upcoming games. Friday night will be at Mid Lakes for Palmac and Mid Lakes. I'm going to call that game along with Tanya Robinson. The Mid Lakes girls are 20-0. And actually 21-0 now. They won last night.
Wow, that's amazing.
So that'll be a good Finger Lakes East matchup in Class B. And then the following night will be in Minders for the number 1 seed Minders. Blue Devils will be hosting either Wellsville or Newark, whoever wins that game tonight down in Wellsville. So a potential Finger Lakes East matchup there in the quarterfinals of Class B. And then moving ahead to next week, there will be sectional semifinals on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll probably do at least one game each night, maybe more. If there's a conflict, we'll send 2 crews out. And then the following weekend, next Friday and Saturday, are the championship rounds with the Blue Cross Arena and Rush Henrietta. And, of course, we'll be there, too, for every Wayne Finger Lakes team that exists. Yeah, absolutely. That's what we do.
Awesome.
So that's about it. But follow it all weekend long on our sports page on the site and on the app.
Great. And you had a bunch of people in here, was it Sunday, to talk about
our special bracket preview show. Yeah, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us broke them down, all the brackets for all 16 classifications of boys and girls. It was great show. Got a lot of good feedback. A lot of you watched it too, so thanks.
Yes. Yeah, that's great.
Awesome.
Okay.
And that's about it. We got about 20 seconds here, and then we got to say goodbye.
Okay.
We really squeezed a lot of content into this week's show. Good job.
Yeah, we did. Well, I'm glad.
And you'll have a big announcement next week.
Yeah.
So we'll wait till then. Leave them hanging.
Bittersweet. Okay. All right. Well, that about wraps it up for us today then. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to drop us a line, send an email to contact@fingerlakes1.com. If you enjoy the show, click like, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel. We'll be back next Wednesday afternoon. Until then, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
See ya.